16, turn me up.
Just like that, we're back. Views from Section 400. I'm Matt, Jack and Brian, along for the ride, as always. Super Bowl Sunday, Super Bowl weekend. It's here. Somebody's going to get crowned the champ. Somebody's going to go to Disney World. And somebody's going to go home sad as shit. You know who I got? The Chiefs. I know you can call me a fraud. I'm an Eagles fan. We got the Philly background. I'm rooting for the Chiefs, but I can't stand the Niners. You know how I feel about the Niners, especially their fans. There's frauds out at Santa Clara. Not even in San Francisco. The Santa Clara frauds. The 49ers frauds. Anyway, it's a Super Bowl show. We got to get jacked up. We're bringing the energy because we're giving out a lot of juice, a lot of picks. Looking to stay red hot as always. Speaking of picks, our standings of the playoffs. I know I ended the regular season horrible, but went red hot. 11-4 on picks given out. Brian 11-6, so just 2 extra losses. And Jack 5-10, but has said he's coming red hot for the Super Bowl.
My betting record hasn't been great this playoffs. I told you guys, don't ride it. Wait until the Super Bowl. I've got a gnarly freaking parlay dialed up for you guys. A lot of juice, a lot of options. I think you're going to win some money with me this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you've been preaching to everybody that just wait on it. My playoff bets aren't going to be good, but once we get to the Super Bowl. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to have to tail whatever you have along with my own. But yeah, Matt, you kind of touched on it. I feel like the Super Bowl is kind of like what I dealt with in baseball season, dealing with the Phillies and the Braves playing each other like the last 2 years. So now you finally get a taste of that medicine where it's just 2 teams you can't stand. But I guess you're rooting for the Chiefs because you somehow have a pullover on.
I guess I'm taking the lesser of the 2 evils. Like, the 49ers pissed me off more this year. And it's the AFC. And Mahomes is so good. I don't want to, hate on him, even though he was a little bitch last year in the Super Bowl. But, that was last year. I'm a grown man. I got over it. Fucking sucked. Tell you that much. Sucked. But I'm a grown man. I know how to move forward. And it is what it is. But I almost want to get into the Super Bowl now and talk and start betting everything and get crazy because Jack's got some red hot picks, clearly. I know I got a couple things I really like. And Brian, it's fucking Brian. You know he's got something dialed up his sleeve. But we will get in to the winners and losers first. Real quick, we'll run through our winners and losers of the week. We did introduce the Michael Award that we released on the pod earlier in the week. So if you want to check out what the Michael Award is all about, go check out our previous pod. You can, go figure it out and see what we picked. But go check out the previous pod to figure out the Michael Award. Here, we're going to jump on some winners and losers because that's what we do every week of Views from Section 400. Give out a winner and loser from the week. Brian, I'll start with you, man. Who was your winner of the week? Who was your loser of the week?
Yeah, before I give that out, I saw Jack trying to do it, but the banner to watch our last pod will be somewhere above one of our heads, so you'll see it. But yeah, so I got a New York basketball themed winners and losers this week. So my winner is the modern day New York Knicks. I know they lost OG Anunoby on Thursday to his bone spurs in the elbow, but he'll be back before long. But the New York Knicks, after getting Anunoby earlier in the season, have been on a tear. And they just got Bojan Bogdanovic and your favorite guy, Alec Burks, who you shat on earlier when we were talking about the Sixers. But he's a solid bench player. And Bojan can put up 20 a game. The New York Knicks are all in. And I don't claim the Knicks as a New York fan, but I will root for them. As we talked offline before the pod, you said I will jump all over the bandwagon, and I probably will once we get to the postseason, just to have some rooting interest. But yeah, good for the New York Knicks because with Dolan there, they really haven't had the best times. So at least maybe this year something will happen. But then my loser, when you go to another borough over there in Brooklyn, they got rid of Spencer Dinwiddie. Then the Raptors went ahead and non-tendered him, so he's out of the way. You remember when they had Joe Harris? Apparently, He was on the Pistons, and he just got waived. So I don't know what the deal is with him anymore. But former Nets guards are just not – they had a rough deadline. Even when you look at, D'Angelo Russell over there in Los Angeles, the Lakers didn't do anything. Rob Pelinka just sat on his ass all day. And you thought either D'Lo would get traded and get out of dealing with LeBron yelling at them every game or get some reinforcements, but they stayed put. So Brooklyn Nets guards of the past like decade, just a bad deadline day.
Really? So we didn't get any LeBron cryptic tweets?
No, no, I actually tweeted today from our account if the over-under was an hour and a half until we get a LeBron cryptic tweet and nothing
Really?
out of him. I guess
Wow.
he's zero dark dirty
He's
moves.
fine with the move. Lay GM is okay with the no moves on deadline day. Interesting concept there. I guess it's still a little early. We'll see. We'll see if anything unfolds rest of the week. But
Yeah, I just want to say I didn't expect the Lakers to make any moves. I think, as we've been saying on this pod for a while now, they went all in for the in-season tournament, and they don't have the gas to get anything done later on down the stretch in the actual playoffs and finals. So my winners and losers this week, my college basketball teams right now, they're winning, and I love it. Auburn finally snapped its losing streak, got home, been winning games, just beat Bama by 18 points at home. Love to see that. Our Kansas Jayhawks shooting up in the odds for winning the national title. Gotta love that. UConn still sitting at number one overall, and last but not least, FAU still hanging in the top 25. Really want to see them kick it into the next gear, like we know they can, but everybody's hanging around in the top 20, and I'm enjoying college basketball right now.
Yeah, I'm happy you mentioned FAU because I do have an apology to make. I gave out Tulsa plus 17 and a half on our live stream last week, and I may have been a little dyslexic and thought I was betting on Tulane against FAU. So Tulsa got shit pumped by like 30 points. So I'm blaming my possible dyslexia on on that loss.
be better, man.
I mean, look, your college basketball picks have been absolutely smashing. So one dyslexic malfunction here and there isn't going to kill you, but yeah, let's double check that next time, big bud.
Yeah, I'll be better for the rest of the year.
My loser of the week, it's gonna be the Atlanta Hawks. They just came off, two straight losses to the Clippers and Celtics. I get it, best team in the West, best team in the East. I get it, but they're not doing too well. A lot of speculation around the deadline. Are they going to trade DeJounte Murray or not? Looks like he's staying home there. Don't know what their plans are, but they're not winning too many games right now. They've got to travel to the Sixers, and then they got to go play the Rockets and our boy Jabari Smith. So tough sledding over there in Atlanta. But the main reason I'm bringing them up, and I'm sorry for just noticing this today, guys, or this week, but they have a YMCA patch on their jersey. I mean, they're like running pickup basketball at the YMCA, just running with that patch there. They're okay with that, putting them on the same level as me and my friends who go to our local Y. I don't know. If I'm a basketball player, I understand sponsorships, General Electric or whatever it might be. But YMCA for a hooper, I just feel like that's crossing some unwritten rules there.
There's some weird sponsorships on the NBA jerseys. I know the Clippers have Bumble on theirs, and that was like a big story
Yeah.
when that happened.
That's some LA shit.
Yeah, that's true.
There's just weird sponsorships all over the place, and it's what pay to play, which isn't YMCA a nonprofit organization, or what's the deal with that? Like, how are they affording that sponsorship? Like, I'm pretty sure you probably have to pay a decent amount of money to get your fucking ad on an NBA jersey. So that's just like and then to also
That's
possibly
true.
be a nonprofit organization.
Well, they
Like,
can
it's
get
just
I'll tell you what, those memberships are not cheap. So
not cheap. Yeah, I guess so. But I
They
don't
are
know.
a
Maybe it's not
nonprofit.
even. It is. Yeah. So it's ridiculous. For the winner side, I got to go with the Thunder, I guess, or our future bet, the Oklahoma City Thunder, just because they got stronger this week. They remain in first place, and they add a veteran piece in Gordon Hayward at the trade deadline. I think they won the deadline day. I know other teams made some big moves. My Sixers made a nice move to get Buddy Hield. A couple other questionable moves after that.
They got campaign.
They got campaign.
Campaign's a dog.
He's a dog. It's whatever. Fine. It's a nice move. Embiid's got to get healthy before we can even start dissecting the deadline.
I did want to ask you about that, Matt. It's as the Sixers fan here, all of these moves that they're making right after a report coming out that Embiid might miss the rest of the season. What do you think about that?
Well, right. I mean, I remember, I think the last clip we had, I said I was slowly starting to get bought in to the Sixers.
Yep.
And this happens. Embiid gets hurt. They needed a backup center. I guess you have the buyout market coming up. But yeah, I mean, if Embiid's done for the year, to answer your question, they're not getting out of the second round, probably not getting out of the first round if they get a tougher matchup, which they probably will, because based on the way it's trending, they might even be in a playing spot, and they might have to, or be, just right outside of that, and then have to play one of the better Eastern Conference teams. And I just, they're not going to be able to win that if Embiid's out. But if they're shit all year and make it in as a playing team, then Embiid comes back for that, then a 1, 2, or 3 seed is going to be extremely rattled having to play the Sixers in the first round. So that'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. But yeah, if Embiid's done the rest of the year, they're shot. No point in even watching. I don't hate campaign. I think for what Pat Bev is for the city and the fans love them, like him and campaign are kind of the same, like I think. But, I guess people are going to think campaign's a little better. And, I know I got the casual take too. So I'll get
a bit of a better offensive bag. But I was half joking when I mentioned campaign.
They brought in Buddy Hield for the points. They did not bring campaign in for offensive scoring.
If you're relying on campaign to score some points,
no,
you're already shot.
No.
I don't know, man. I think
I agree. He's an upgrade. He's an upgrade over Pat Bev on the offensive side.
And that's the point I'm trying to make.
But they did not move to him to get some additional scoring.
Well, then
Buddy Hield, though, yes.
Why would you move? Why would you move from Pat Bev to campaign if not for the offensive game?
I really don't know.
I don't think. I agree with what you're saying, but I just don't think it's that much of an upgrade. Exactly. But I think they traded the defense for the offense.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Pat Bev was shooting a career high in 3-point percentage this year too.
Was he?
So
he taking 1.5 a game?
Yeah.
He would, dude. He at least some of the games I watched, he wasn't horrible. But you gotta check me on that, I guess. But yeah, winner of the week, Oklahoma City Thunder. They added Gordon Hayward, who, by the way, almost won a national title for Butler. So the guy's got experience from being a young buck all the way up into being a veteran. I know the last few years he's been.
Yeah, that was only 15 years ago.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I guess he played for the Celtics, got a big contract there, and then I think got hurt. And then he's been on the Hornets. Yeah, then he's been on the Hornets, and the Hornets haven't been very good at all. So he's a nice player, I guess. Locker room guy, veteran guy, just a nice move. And the Thunder in first place. So what a move for Gordon Hayward to just go from horrible to boom, now you got a shot to win it all. A loser, I don't know who this would be more. Maybe both of them, but the Las Vegas mayor telling Oakland to stay in Oakland and not come to Vegas, I thought was pretty ridiculous. She did kind of walk that comment back a day later. She released something that said that, but she said it. She said it. She released it and said it. Big L for, I guess, Oakland, because nobody wants them to go to their city. And Oakland wants them to stay, so it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, just
no city wants them to go there. The Oakland fans want them. Just stay in Oakland.
They can't. That stadium is a health hazard, safety hazard. And
it really is.
The incompetence to go to try to move to Vegas and come up with a plan for a stadium, and then the mayor to be like, "Yeah, no, that can't happen."
And again, she walked back the comments, but still, the fact she said it tells you all you need to know there.
Actually nuts that she would come out and say that in the first place, though.
In the first place, even if you're joking or not, is ridiculous to make that comment. And like I said, she walked it back a day later, but to make the comment is unreal.
What a joke of an organization. At least none of us are Oakland A's fans, or really Oakland any sport.
100%. Either way, those are the winners of the losers of the week, like we do every week. Let us know what you think. Let us know if we snub somebody on a winner, or if we, left a loser out of the loser. Fuck it. Let's get into some Super Bowl talk. That's what we're here for, man. I got the Chiefs quarter zip on. I'm trying to come down, and Brian's in Dark Knight mode with the dark black Mets hat. Jack's got a backwards black hat on. Sounds like we're dialed in, ready to give out some red hot picks. So we'll get into it. The Super Bowl 57, I think. Eight. That was last year. Still not over last year. I know I just said I was, but maybe I'm not. Super Bowl 58. Chiefs, Niners. Chiefs are underdogs. Again, history tells us they were underdogs last year, and they won outright. Very sad. And they're underdogs again today or tomorrow when you guys watch this. Brian, Jack, I don't know who wants to go first, but which way are you leaning in the big game?
Jack, I want to hear this parlay of yours to start us off here.
Sure thing. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the floor. I would like to start out by saying this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We're 5-10 right now in the playoffs. It's abysmal. I'm giving you 5 picks right here that you're going to parlay together in the end. And when they all hit, I'm going to be 11-10, positive record, and I'm going to have a nice bankroll in my pocket. So are we ready for the picks?
Yep.
I think so.
All right. Let's start off with the coolest guy out of all the players I'm picking, George Kittle. Over 3.5 receptions. I think that line's a little low. Brock Purdy, he's going to feed
It does seem low. I love that over.
You guys ready for the touchdown scores? Christian McCaffrey, I know. Add him in there. And Travis Kelce. These are the 2 big guys. They're going to get their moment. I promise you that. Patrick Mahomes, over 25 rushing yards. He likes to run in the playoffs. He's missing Joe Tooney. He's going to need to run the football, make some things happen with his legs. We've seen it every playoff game. We've seen it every Super Bowl. It's not going to change now, ladies and gentlemen. And the last one, you can go either way with this. I'm going with the Chiefs on the money line. You want to throw all that together, the odds are plus 1,373. So a lot of juice for you. I hope to win you some money.
Jack, I won't lie, man. That's an absolute fucking heater.
That is a heater.
I love every single pick. I might tail that myself. That's a heater right there, dude, for over plus 1,000 odds. What do you think on that, Bri?
I love it. I think the Chiefs are going to win. I'm not going to pick. Well, I'll pick the Chiefs to win the game, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, dude. Full disclosure for the whatever. We got to pick a side here. There's no, I'm not picking a winner or loser. It's fucking Super Bowl. Everybody's got to pick.
No spreads here.
Well, yeah, I do like the Chiefs. Mahomes is an underdog. I really like your Travis Kelce touchdown play. He seems to always score touchdowns in the playoffs. 8 of his last 9 games, he's scored a touchdown in the postseason. And that would get you to 11-10 because he'd have the parlay win and then all the straight bets.
Well, you didn't really give out a play. What is the play you're taking?
I'm going to take Rashee Rice to get over 5.5 catches and to go over his receiving line. So he needs 6 catches to break the all-time record for rookie receptions in a postseason. Jamar Chase said it in 2021. And then in the last Super Bowl these 2 teams played, the 49ers did a pretty good job shutting down Travis Kelce. Tyreek Hill had over 100 yards. Travis Kelce had like 40. And then Sammy Watkins had 90. So I think it's going to be a lot of the same where they try to take away Kelce. And I think instead of trying to take away Hill, they're going to try to take away that Pacheco running game. And that's going to leave a lot of room for Rashee Rice to operate. So I really like Rashee Rice on all the numbers. And then the Chiefs money line.
I don't know if you want to parlay all my picks, but these are just some of the ones I like. I think Mahomes is going to air it out. So that 260 number is pretty low for his over-under. You could probably take that up to 265. So I'd say go over on that. He's going to throw close to 300 yards. So to Brian's point on Rashee Rice, probably going to see him go over. Probably going to see Travis Kelce go over. So I like Kelce over. I like Kelce to score. I like McCaffrey to score. I like Kittle's over receiving yards. Didn't even think about the receptions, but I do like that as well. I like Brandon Ayuk to have a nice game. He seems like he'll have a couple big catches. I'm indifferent on Pacheco running the ball. I could see him having like a big 50-yard run early and then like only needing, those last 15 or so yards to get his over. I don't think the over is horrible there, and because I think a lot of people will be on his under, and he's only proven to go over. And I like the over 47.5 of total match points. This game has no reason to go under that number at all. The cameras will be glaring in the dome, like Brian likes to say.
I unfortunately have to heavily disagree with you on that one. So we're on different sides of the over-under. Only because
did you give out the under?
No,
Then I
but
don't want to hear it.
I would lean the under just because the game's on CBS. CBS Super Bowl always seem to suck.
Was the last Niners Chiefs Super Bowl on CBS in 2020?
I think so. No, it was Fox. Idea. It was Fox.
Was it Fox?
It was the debut of like those cartoon graphics.
I'm pretty sure the last time these two played in their Super Bowl, it fell on my birthday and was also the first year I tried Brian's Super Bowl drinking game. Needless to say, I don't think I was awake for most of the Super Bowl. Having said that, I'm just riding with the Chiefs, man. I said it after they beat. If they beat Lamar in Baltimore last week, I said it. I can't deny this man, Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. I'm not going to start now. Not going to go back on my word.
Mahomes in his last 6 playoff games is 6-0. He's thrown 11 touchdowns and he hasn't thrown an interception. So at some point, you just got to be like.
Yeah, I feel like after all those picks, I never officially said it, but I guess we know. I'm going Chiefs money line as well. I'm all over it. Plus money. I don't know how you can bet against Mahomes. It's the same thing when Brady was plus money in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago on the Bucs. It was just how are you betting against the guy?
Mahomes with a win would tie Brady, or not tie Brady, but he'd join Brady and Joe Montana as the only quarterbacks ever with 15 postseason wins. And I think
and it's interesting too.
28.
It's interesting too. Didn't the Niners start 5-0 in Super Bowls, but have lost their last 2?
Yep. Ever since those lights went out, their Super Bowl juju has left the building.
Which is interesting.
I also want to point out that man coach in the 49ers, Mr. Shanahan, is a certified choker. He did it in Atlanta against the Patriots as the OC over there. And he did it in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. So I have no faith in him, and I'm just going to keep on riding Patrick Mahomes, like I said.
Yeah, the one thing that like is the only thing in the back of my mind that's saying 49ers could win this game. If there was a year,
win.
Well, like are going to. Like if I had to pick, if there was a year they were going to do it, it would have to be this year, right? Like they always seem to have an excuse, like either their quarterback's hurt or they're banged up or, bad call. But like everything's seemingly right for them this year. They have no one injured. They have a quarterback. They made it.
Yeah.
So like if they're gonna do it, it's gonna be this year. But maybe they just never do it.
I mean, we could also, stop and think about this for a sec. Brock Purdy, this is only his second season in the NFL. Is this, the best that they can be? Maybe not. Maybe they could be better with him developing even more. But you're right. It's going to be tough. Trent Williams, he's not getting any younger. CMC, Debo, Ayuk, tough to keep all these guys on the contracts. And eventually you're going to have to pay Purdy. So maybe you're right, Brian. Maybe this is the best it's going to get.
And it feels like if it's going to be it, it's this year. But then you have Patrick Mahomes on the other side.
So tough, man. So tough.
It should be a great game.
Is all the public on the Chiefs, even though they're plus money? Because that's always a good thing to look at.
I mean, this is just the Bleacher Report, what they say the percentage of the bets are. I don't know how accurate it is, but it says 70% of the bets are on Kansas City. But that makes sense.
That does not bode well.
The spread was 3 to open, and it's gone down to 1.5 or 2, wherever you look at it. So that means money's on the Chiefs too. If the Chiefs win again, it's gonna really be starting to Ken Mahomes past Brady talk.
Oh yeah, if they win this on Sunday, then it's like he's not there yet, but it's like what's Mahomes?
He's 2-1. Oh, he's
26.
think
He's
he's like
older than that.
28.
Oh,
Yeah.
he is.
Because he sat out the first year he played.
That's right. And so, yeah, so
It's his 6th year.
you figure how long can he go? Is he a 40-plus guy, or is like, what do we think?
I mean, at this rate, even if he plays to 38,
Oh,
you gotta
dude.
figure.
I mean, look, let's see how his career progresses. Hopefully, no injuries to him, but there's no reason he can't be the next Tom Brady and play until, he's decrepit. I know. Well, he's got to start taking care of his body a lot better, like Tom did, if he wants to do that after the videos we saw last week. Tom was a
Right.
freak about, health and keeping his body right, like LeBron is. So he's going to have to start investing in that off the field and in the off season if he wants to honestly, if he wants to even catch Brady, if we're being honest.
He might
Yeah,
not
no, you're
even.
not wrong.
The dude's made the Super Bowl in like 60% of the seasons he's played.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable accomplishment already. And that's why if he wins it, that's what it is. But obviously, all three of us, we got Chiefs money line at least. We gave out a bunch of fun props. Check out the last pod if you want to see like the funky props of national anthem over all the Gatorade color, all those funky weird ones. But last thing I want to do is go around the horn. We all got Chiefs. What's the final score? Jack or Brian, you start. I don't care. What's the final score?
Chiefs 26, 49ers 20.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a second. You can't put me on the spot like that. There's a lot of variables you got to go through.
Yeah, I'm going to go 33-30 Chiefs.
So you think this thing's shooting over?
I think this thing's shooting over.
I'm going 24. Wait, Brian, what did you say?
I said 26-20.
Okay, I didn't want to have the same thing. Oh, you said 20? I didn't want to have the same thing as you, but I want 24-20 Chiefs. 23-20.
23-20. Harrison Butker game-winning field goal?
23-20.
Right.
Could be. Could be. Very well could be. But, all right. Now that we got that, I'm trying to look for it on my screen, but who do we got as
Super
a
Bowl
Super Bowl MVP?
Patrick Mahomes. I mean, yeah, I'm picking the Chiefs, and it's going to be Patrick Mahomes. I mean, who else? Maybe Pacheco, maybe, Rashid Rice, somebody who has a big offensive game, or maybe someone like Snead who has like a pick six in this game or something like that.
Well, I was going to give you Mahomes, but then if you want to get crazy with it, Brock Purdy's been known to throw some interceptions, so Jarius Snead might find his way to a couple, and if he takes one back for 6, Checo rushes in a couple. Mahomes only has 1 passing touchdown.
Kadarius Toney at plus 26,000.
He might be inactive, which is why I feel bad putting him on the drinking game because it might have been a waste of 2 spots.
Yeah, it could have been.
I know I said 23-20. I'm going back to it. 24-20. 24-20 is my final score. Chiefs win.
So no Butker game-winning field goal.
No Butker game winner.
Jake Moody's gonna miss an extra point after one of their touchdowns, and they're only gonna have 20. Mahomes and the Chiefs are gonna be at 20, sitting at 24, and
Come on, who's
not gonna be able to convert the game.
Who's an absolute long shot that
Justin
could
Watson.
protect
Noah
McCole Hardman
No.
plus 65,000.
Is he going to return punts? If he
I
returns
don't
punts,
know.
there's a
I
shot.
don't know. He's on the fucking list.
That's
You
a
can
fair
bet
point.
on him.
If he's returning punts, he's got a shot.
The lowest you can bet on is Trent Williams plus 75,000.
No.
How would that happen?
Go up the list from there.
I don't know, but you can bet it. What's the best plus 75,000 that has a shot?
Looking up the MVP. I mean, dude, Patrick Mahomes at plus 150 seems like a no-brainer. That actually seems like free money.
But you're not getting that much more than you would just betting Chiefs money line.
Right.
I feel like it's not really worth it there. Because what if he doesn't win?
That's fair.
I do know some people swung bets in on Sam Darnold.
Yeah, that's a decent one. It's really
Brock Purdy
a decent
gets
one.
hurt first quarter, and Sam Darnold leads him to the win anyway. It's a lot. Plus 31,000? It's crazy value.
It might be worth putting $10 on it.
Why not?
What's Blaine Gabbert at?
Blaine Gabbert.
I think he's still the backup.
Not seen him listed. Not yet, at least. Marquez Valdez Scantling, basically plus 50K.
He might catch a few bombs.
I'll put it this way: Sam Darnold has better odds than Marquez Valdez Scantling by like 20,000.
That is crazy.
And Sam Darnold isn't even going to play if Brock Purdy doesn't get injured. I mean, is George Kittle plus 7,000 juicy?
I think the juiciest play you could possibly get is at plus 75,000. Drew Tranquil.
Where do we got that? Well, I don't even know what position does he play. It sounds
The
familiar.
linebacker.
Yeah, we could get some pick sixes. We could get some strip sacks, take him back for touchdowns. Dynamic player.
All right, I don't hate it. Noah Gray plus 60,000.
It's going to take Travis to get
Richie James plus 60K.
Giants legend.
Does he return?
He might be the punt returner.
So if he returns like 3 punt returns and the Chiefs win, dude, put in a dollar to win 600 and he returns 3 punts.
Put 100 to win. 60K.
I mean, look, low scoring game, 1 punt return touchdown could be the MVP.
Yeah, but Matt said 33-30.
Yeah, I know, but I mean that doesn't mean that that's going to happen.
He's just covering his bases, you know.
I'm just covering the over. I do like the over though. I just feel like, I get it. We've had that one where there wasn't a lot of points, but it just seems like 2 teams that it's gonna be a shootout. It feels like it's gonna be like it was last year. I don't know if history repeats itself and they give us dog shit this year, but we'll see what happens.
That was about a 30-minute detour.
Well, I mean, that's basically it. And that's what I wanted to talk about was just more Super Bowl conversation. I mean, that's all I got. I gave out the picks. I gave out the juice for the week. I mean, unless you want something else that we're missing on the Super Bowl here, Brian, everybody should definitely tune into our live show tomorrow. But I don't know. What else you got?
No, I think I'm all out, at least until the live show tomorrow. Got to save some ammo for that.
We'll save some ammo because we will be handing out some more picks on there. We'll probably be dialing it up with parlays with you guys who come in and send some stuff in the chat. So definitely get active. Let us know what you like. Let's get some Niner fans in there. Let's see. We're just people who are betting the Niners, and also get some videos of you guys participating in the Views from Section 400 drinking game. DM us videos of you guys playing. We'll get you posted on the socials. Stay tuned for that. Other than that, though, that's all I got. I know I'm a fraud, but let's go Chiefs. I hate the Niners. Can't stand the Niners. Come on, Pat. Bring it home. I'll see you guys next week when the Chiefs are champs.
2 days till baseball season, baby.